So in this one, I'm going to go over DBS BROLY, since he's going to Zenkai, and his best teams you can run him on, probably from worst to best, we're going to go in that order. So we're looking here. Clearly, we see the Movies team. Now, Movies is not a necessarily bad team. It's not a god tier one, but it's pretty mid. So the team would be DBS BROLY, DBS Frieza, and you could swap in LF BROLY with LF Gogeta depending the matchup. But the optimal goal would be LF BROLY. Here's why. So, yes, LF BROLY is strike based. It kind of fucks with it, but this is what you want to do. DBS Frieza, you get the green cards. You either swap in to Purple BROLY to get them to swap out, or you swap into LF BROLY, get them to have to switch out, then you swap to Purple BROLY. You can maintain advantage the entire match. Even though Purple BROLY goes neutral twice when you swap them in, you can maintain advantage with those green cards manipulated by Frieza. The equips would probably be the same for majority of these teams, just depending the team. But this one, PvP equipment, very good. Goes up to 20% blast attack. And special move, BROLY isn't probably the ideal candidate because his special move is a very, very slow animation. But if you got it, I mean, you can rock it. This one is double defense health. I always feel like I should give my units at least some health. Plus, it's a transforming unit, so he will have a very, very high health area. And this one is, again, blast attack, some defense, and key recovery. I think this BROLY struggles a little bit with key recovery, so this would help. And this team actually has no key recovery supply. Talking about the bench, it's pretty decent. I believe we can just check it out. So this BROLY does strike and blast attack for Movies. Frieza, blast attack, defense. LF BROLY is strike, attack, and defense, then blast attack if you're powerful opponent and Movies. BROLY EX does strike and blast defense, then if you are a Saiyan from Movies, you are getting strike attack. And then Gogeta is giving strike and blast attack. Metal Cooler gives strike attack and defense, and a blast attack to powerful opponent Movies. So this team, majority of the top three are getting the most buffs. Let's say Gogeta, he's getting probably like 2 less, I believe. But yeah, team is very good, pretty solid option. On to the next one, we have Powerful Opponent. Now you're thinking, oh, Powerful Opponent, huh? Well, yeah, Powerful Opponent. So, what you'd obviously run is what I have here, Blast-based Powerful Opponent. Now, you see the stars, you're like, holy shit, I don't got those stars for Cell and Goku Black. Well, you don't need them. Cell and Goku Black are the best non-Zenkai characters in the game. This guy is, ass. Didn't mean to do that. That guy is ass. Don't let anyone tell you different. Going back to the point, though, obviously it's just a blast-based team. There's not much to it. Coolers on the Movie team, same Z ability, strike, attack, and defense, and then blast attack for powerful opponent Sagas from the Movies. DKP buffs blast attack and defense 30%, and DBZ BROLY buffs 30% to, or not 30%, 19%, I believe, at 14 stars to powerful opponent. I believe it's 18 now. No, it's 18 then 20. Okay. But yeah, just the blast-based powerful opponent team. I mean, there's not much to it. This is just a really good team that would work well. Cell gets key when he comes in. Goku Black has the card draw. The only thing that's really needed for this team would be more key and a support, but honestly, not a bad team. As you see, that first equipment's still there. It's a really good equipment. Not much you can do about it. I recommend farming it. Give him a little more health in this one, because starting off with a max health buffer, on top of giving him double health equipments, as you see here, would give BROLY a lot of leeway. Probably like 3.6, 3.8 million health total in this matchup when transformed and Zenkai'd. On to the next team. So this team's basically like the, oh, I don't have the purple Zenkai Saiyans done, right? It's a more mediocre version of Super Saiyans, but it's still viable. Honestly, this team I'm going to be using for his initial showcase, because another video could be him double Zenkai or triple Zenkai buffed, right? So it would be Bardock, obviously, Bardock crits, blah, blah, blah. Gogeta, Holy Trinity, and Broly. Just, it's a god tier setup. You have Namegoku gives double attacks, and he's Zenkai buffing Bardock. You have Raditz who gives double attacks. And then you have this Vegeta for a little bit of sustain. He gives double defenses, and I believe, I'm not sure if it's Strike Attack or Blast Attack. Strike Attack for movie Saga Saiyans, so Gogeta and Broly would be getting that extra buff. Yeah, it's just a Super Saiyan team. It's the Holy Trinity. Now we're rocking this equipment again. Can't stress it enough. Get it done. This one is just more, a little bit more defense. This team is a little squishy. And then this one again. I mean, you can't really change their equips much because it's just, he wants Blast, give him Blast. That's it. On to the next one. So I'd say this team is the number 2 team. And number 1 would be, obviously, just a teeny bit different. But this is the Holy Trinity buffed, basically. Now, you could argue, why not run Namegoku to buff, Zenkai 7, Namegoku to buff Red Gogeta? Well, 1, he doesn't need it. 2, he's Zenkai 3. And 3, Broly is your unit. Broly is the one that's going neutral. Broly is the one that's going to fuck. Now, if Broly's underwhelming, then sure, maybe replace him. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Now, it's Holy Trinity. This is Holy Trinity. There is no ifs, ands, and buts. This is Holy Trinity. Zenkai buffed out the ass. Even without Zenkai buffs, Gogeta's still getting all these Saiyan buffs. He's getting Broly's buff. I think Super Saiyan 3 gives Strike Attack and Defense. Vegeta might just give 1 stat, which would be fine. Then Namegoku again, Strike Attack and Blast Attack. Broly giving Strike Attack and Blast Attack to movies. It's the team. This is the cream of the crop, Now, same equipment. Actually, we changed this one a little bit. It's not much of a difference. It's just distributing the equips differently to different characters. And for anyone curious, by the way, if people are like, why do you give this equipment and this equipment? They're not good for that character. It's solely for ability bonus. If I know I'm not going to use a character, and I'm just like, it makes my number go up more. Why not? Doesn't really matter. I could rock 0 equips on my bench. It wouldn't matter. I just like having a higher ability bonus. On to the best team. Now this, I think, is the best Super Saiyan team. Okay, let me explain. You might say, Red Gogeta though. Red Gogeta. It doesn't matter. Listen, Android 18 comes, this Broly goes neutral. You don't need a color counter. Now, if you waste his neutral, you swap into him, I don't know, the first 20 counts, and the match hasn't even started, basically. You're playing like a regen god or something. I don't know what the case would be. Then you're fucked. But this is it. DBS Broly can get that, both DBS Brolys can get up to level 2 card draw speed. LF can get even higher. LF gets his Vanish back. He does anything and everything you could possibly ask for. Bardock crits on top of that. Make this team absurd. The triple Zenkai buff for Purple Broly because, the Zenkai is going to be his own Zenkai buff. Bardock getting Zenkai buff. LF Broly getting Zenkai buffed twice. This is the team. This is the team you would ideally run if you have everything. Now the equips, we'll go over the full team's equips just because. We had this Blast Attack and, defense and key recovery. Like, my game's lagging because of Zenkais. On Bardock, we have double defense and health on Bardock. Then we have this one. I don't even know what it does. Special move, Strike Attack, and Blast Attack on Bardock. It's an all-out team. You want to attack them. DBS Broly LF has some health and defense. Some Strike Attack and Blast Attack here with a little defense. Double defense and Strike Attack. He has a strike-based unit. This god tier equipment from the PvP exchange shop on DBS Broly on every team. Blast Attack and Blast Defense with special move. And then full defensive equipment with special move and ultimate damage up, since he does have both of those things. I mean, I can't really say more. This is the team you want to be running in PvP if you are going to Zenkai 7 Broly. Now, the team prior to this is probably what you more have, because everyone's like, Red Gogeta, I Zenkai 7'd him. Bardock, I Zenkai 7'd him. But maybe you didn't Zenkai 7 Scout or Vegeta because he's awful. or you didn't Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan 3 Go because you were like, oh, he's probably mid. But no, he's not mid. He's God tier. This is optimal, right? I think if you run this team, you wouldn't struggle at all. Now, I'm putting this video up prior to Broly's details, prior to everything. So if I'm wrong, because I thought the same thing with Scouter Vegeta, don't kill me. But I do think this team will be one of the best teams in the game. I think this team and this team will probably be top 3 to number 1 best team in the game. Just saying. See you guys in the next one.